Caught part of the show Friday, starting right out of the starting gate. We talked to Daniel Smith from Westerlo. Tough story. He was putting in a pool in his backyard and went to get 3 tons of sand, put it in his flatbed truck, started swaying a little bit. He was heading down the road and pulled over to the side to redistribute the sand and got his ring finger, caught on one of the racks in the back and tore his finger to shreds. Went to Albany Med. They said, we're not going to be able to save your finger. Had his finger amputated. The ring was somewhat left intact. His wedding band, it had been stretched and elongated into the shape of a teardrop. His plan was to salvage it, weld a loop at the jeweler's, and wear it kind of like a necklace. But then he went to his son's Pop Warner practice and lost the ring. And the interesting thing in talking to Daniel Friday was that he was a lot more upset about losing the wedding band than losing the finger. Bought a metal detector, couldn't find it. Now, we had a couple of things happen when we were talking about this story on the air. One being that Channel 10 called us to find out if they could get a hold of Daniel because they wanted to do a story on it and see if they could help him find it. And they did that. I actually caught the story on Friday night, I think 6 o'clock news, 5:30, one of the newscasts. But they didn't find it. Another thing is we got a call from somebody involved in a metal detector club. And he said he was going to go out and try to help it find it. But for an update, let's talk to the man himself, the most romantic man in the capital region, Daniel Smith. Daniel, how are you?
Good. I'm a little confused at the title you're giving me, but I'm doing well.
Well, listen, any guy who loses his finger and is more concerned over his wedding band definitely gets a romance crown, as far as I'm concerned.
All right, well, here's my take. The dumbest guy in the capital region. But, yeah, like I told you last week, that it was a couple things, is that my wife moved all the way from California, packed up her 3 kids, her life, moved here, her belongings in boxes and the whole 9 yards. And I lost when we were kind of dating from 3,000 miles away. It's very tough. I have 3 kids. She has 3 kids. The thoughts and the emotions back and forth, and we almost broke up. And what I did was I sent her my father's wedding ring, who had deceased a couple months earlier, and that told her that it meant something to me.
Mm-hmm.
And we got back together. She wore it when she moved here from California. She gave it back to me. I wore it on my thumb. I was moving my sister. I lost that ring. So then we got married. Our friends helped us out. We had a wonderful wedding. My sister took pictures. Somebody took video. It was great. I inadvertently taped over the wedding video. So you're still there, right?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah,
it's
passed under a bridge. And so then,
what did you throw on top of the wedding videotape anyway? Do you know? Do you remember?
You don't even want to know.
What was it? I don't say American Idol or something like that.
No. I got a bunch of friends all over the place: Ohio, California, here, there. You know, you talk to them on the internet. They're good friends. We've gotten together before. So I was hooking up the webcam thing, and we were talking to, I think, a friend of mine in Philadelphia, and inadvertently taped right over the top.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. Okay, so you're the dumbest / most romantic man in the capital region.
Right. Yeah.
So that brings us up to speed now. What happened over the weekend? Any luck?
No. I wanted to. You know what's funny? I was driving, and I was going to call you, and I said, let it go. You know, I just wanted to know if there was somebody who could help me, who knew how to use a metal detector, and I was going to call you thinking about it, and Justin called me. So thank you for that. I want to thank you for the opportunity to look for some help. I want to thank Ron. I don't know if I have his name right. It's Ron Mazzacco. He's from Scotia. I guess he has a construction business. I don't know about his work, but if his work is any good as his personality and his character, he seems like a hell of a nice guy. And if you need anything done, I would look up Ron. No, he came down. We looked for an hour or two. I had to go get more sand, actually, and he had commitments. We didn't find it. It's probably gone. Maybe a kid picked it up. Someone picked it up. pretty sure it's probably not there. We really scoured the area.
This is at the what was the Russellville school?
Roselleville.
I keep saying that wrong.
Yeah,
Roselleville. All right. Roselleville School, and this happened last Tuesday night or something that you misplaced. Are you certain? I was thinking, are you sure you didn't put it somewhere else? I mean, could there be any chance that you didn't drop it there?
Look, I don't. The scenario was this: is that I don't use my left pocket now because my finger is extremely sensitive. So I use my right pocket for everything. I had some dollar bills in there, some change, my keys, and the ring. The coaches asked me how my finger was doing. I showed them the ring. They were like, "Holy cow!" I put it back in my pocket, and at some point, I went to my trunk and got something out of it. When I pulled the keys out, I think that's when I lost it. So I had it, and then it was gone. And let me tell you, I checked every pocket I had at least about 16 times.
So you guys really searched the grounds pretty thoroughly. You think at this point you think it's not there anymore?
I don't think it's there. And, maybe a kid found it or somebody found it, and it'd be great if they'd turn it in. And it's, like I said, it's not the end of the world. It's a material thing. My kids are more important. My wife's more important. Everything's intact. I lost my finger. It's not a big deal. People have things way worse than I do. It's kind of petty, actually, in the big plan and scheme of things. But I would have liked to have it because it was in the shape of a teardrop. It's kind of a sad thing it happened. It was a little bit apropos. It would have been nice to wear around my neck, and I'm not wearing rings anymore.
Yeah, I got to admit, I got a couple of emails from people who said, especially female listeners who have husbands in construction and that type of thing, and they said they wouldn't wear the ring, and at first they were kind of upset by it, but they said, listen, if I wear the ring, I might get it caught on something, and right. I think your story really sends that message out there. So all these guys who aren't wearing their rings, they're not doing it because they are, they don't want to advertise that they're married or anything like that. It has nothing to do with that at all. It's basically because they don't want to lose their finger like you did.
Oh, absolutely. I work around machinery. I'm a maintenance guy. I work on printing presses. I work on machinery. I do lawn work, this, that, and the other thing. And I was just kind of like going about my life, grabbed this sand, and I never in a million years would have thought anything. What's your wife think about it, some of the attention
you've gathered here through the radio and on the TV news, which I did happen to catch. That was they even showed where your digit used to be. Not pleasant. It's not pleasant at all.
No, and no. My wife is. We are like in a lot of ways, and this we're different. I'm a very open person. My emotions are on my sleeve. My wife is very private. She doesn't like any attention at all. And
well, let me tell you, I got to jump in. You have a wonderful looking family. They showed the photo, the wedding photo of you and your wife. You're a lucky guy.
Yeah, well, here's the kind of screwball. I'd give the website so you can see all the pictures. She's got like 32 pictures, but she's absolutely gorgeous. My kids are absolutely wonderful, every one of them. And I'm very, very blessed in that thing. And she, Tracy Egan had said, if we do find the ring, can we bring it to her? And she said, absolutely not. I'm walking in an establishment right now to quick grab a pickup. I'm working.
All right, Daniel. Let me keep me posted. Maybe somebody, if they come across the ring, they'll give us a call or reach out to you, and maybe you'll get it back. It's not over yet. I mean, stranger things have happened.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it very much. Thank you for everything. I really appreciate it.
All right.
And you guys are okay, man.
Take care, Daniel.